Ciao Bella! Welcome back to Reading with Bella. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. We are going to continue with Jabberwocky. This is a collection of Lewis Carroll's works. It's titled Jabberwocky, but it is Jabberwocky and Other Nonsense is the full title. But I am in like the third part of one really long section. So I thought that I would share that with you today. And we'll see how far we get. I hope I can get through all of the rest of this section. And we can continue on. But I did buy this book, if you're new here, I did buy this book in New Orleans on a work trip. When did I buy it? Let's see. In 2014, so 10 years ago. May 12th, 2014 is when I bought it. I have the receipt. I also bought another book, but maybe that will come later. We'll see. So here we go. This one is titled A Nursery Darling. A mother's breast, safe refuge from her childish fears, from childish troubles, childish tears, mists that enshroud her dawning years. See how in sleep she seems to sing a voiceless psalm, an offering, raised to the glory of her King, in love, for love is rest. A darling's kiss, dearest of all the signs that fleet, from lips that lovingly repeat, again, again, their measure sweet. Full to the brim with girlish glee, a child, a very child is she, whose dream of heaven is still to be at home, for home is bliss. Right, this next one is Girly to Whom in Perennial Bloom. Girly to whom in perennial bloom, life is all O's and no crosses. Artists may take other themes for their skill, dreaming of fairyland just as they will. You desire nothing but horses. Sunbeams may glance, happy midges may dance, brooks prattle on in their courses. Artists may paint just whatever they please, landscapes and seascapes and mountains and trees. You are content with your horses. This is, double acrostics, and this one is to Miss E.M. Argles. I sing a place wherein agree all things on land the fairest be, all that is sweetest of the sea. Nor can I break the silken knot that binds my memory to the spot, and friends too dear to be forgot. On rocky brow we loved to stand, and watch in silence hand in hand the shadows veiling sea and land. Then dropped the breeze, no vessel passed, so silent stood each taper mast, you would have deemed it chained and fast. Above the blue and fleecy sky, below the waves that quivering lie, like crisped curls of greenery. A sail resounds from every lip, mizzen, nose, square sail, ah, you trip, Edith, it cannot be a ship. So home again from sea and beach, one nameless feeling thrilling each, a sense of beauty passing speech. Let lens and tripod be unslung, Dolly's the word on every tongue, Dolly must sit, for she is young. Photography shall change her face, distort it with uncouth grimace, make her bloodthirsty, fierce, and base. I end my song while scarce begun, for I should want, ere all was done, 4 weeks to tell the tale of one. And I should need as large a hand to paint a scene so wild and grand as he who traversed Egypt's land. What say you, Edith? Will it suit you? Reject it falsely in beauty. You know your literary duty. This is double acrostics for Agnes and Emily. 2 little maids were heard to say they dwell in London city. This summer day's too hot to play, and picture books are pretty. So curling up like little mice and clasping hand in hand, they read and whispered, ain't it nice, the tale of Wonderland. Bright streamed the sunlight on the floor to tempt them out to run, But they, like mice I've said before, love shadow more than sun. And one cried, "Sister, let's invent a dream, a plan to go where Miss Dodson says he went, that Russian fair, you know." The other said, "It's nearly 3. Papa will call us soon. His picture's in the stand, and we must sit this afternoon." "And if we sit extremely good," the younger cried in haste, "he'll give us wine, he said he would. A little tiny taste." Two little girls near London dwell. 2 little girls near London dwell, more naughty than I like to tell. Upon the lawn the hoops are seen, the balls are rolling on the green. The Thames is running deep and wide, and boats are rowing on the tide. In winter time, all in a row, the happy skaters come and go. "Papa," they cry, "do let us stay." He does not speak, but says they may. "There is a land," he says, "my dear, which is too hot to skate, I fear." This one is, "Thanks, thanks, fair cousins, for your gift." "Thanks, thanks, fair cousins, for your gift, so sweetly borne to Albion's isle, although angry waves their crests uplift between our shores for many a league." "So far so good," you say, "but how your cousins? Let me tell you, madam, we're both descended, you'll allow, from one great-great-grandsire Noah." Your picture shall adorn the book that's bound so neatly and moracally, with a bright green which every cook delights to see in beds of cauliflower. "The cart is very good, but pray send me the larger one as well. A cool request, I hear you say. Give him an inch and he takes an acre." But we'll be generous, because we'll remember in the story how good and gentle Alice was the day she argued with the parrot. This one is, "I saw a child, even if blind." I saw a child, even if blind. I could have seen she was not kind. "My child," said I, "don't make that noise. Here, choose among this heap of toys." She said, "I've tumbled in the river, and that's what makes me shake and shiver." "And what's your name, my child?" said I. "It's Juliet, sir," she made reply. "You know," she said, "I hates my pa. Never says nothing to my ma." "My child," I cried, "you make me sad. How can you be so very bad?" At which she laughed in such a way, I lost my hearing from that day. A day in the country. "Come, pack my things, and let the clothes be neatly brushed and folded well, that friends I visit all suppose that I'm perfect London swell. I wield a magic art whose skill would make you open both your eyes, and any friend of mine who will, I'm ready to immortalize. But is there water, I demand, water in limitless supplies? They say 'tis ready to your hand and in prodigious quantities. Our long-legged Johnny shall attend, he'll fetch it for you at a word." I said, "My worthy long-legged friend, you're very like a monstrous bird. Arrange the group, our eldest boy as Shakespeare's lover shall be dressed, and it shall be his sole employ to roll his eyes and thump his chest." "He has such genius," says mamma. "He got the 40th prize at Eton. In tragedy he's best by far, as Hamlet, he cannot be beaten. And don't forget to write below some neat Shakespearean quotation. That picture'll strike our friend I know, all of a heap with admiration." "But it's not really here, you mean, to the group the family together. You really must devise a screen, the sun will bake us brown as leather." "'Tis done, this happy English home is now immortalized securely. The great historian of Rome could not have done it half as surely. But evening's now drawing on, so for today we'll give it up. The light, you see, is nearly gone. But come indoors and take a cup. Our larger cups are broken all, so this must do, it's made of chinny." "Indeed," said I, "it's very small. I've never saw a cup so tinny. I've taken pictures bad and good, but that I think was worse than any. The great logician never could have proved it worth a single penny. They tell me it is turning green. All change, I'm sure, will be a blessing, for never, never was there seen a thing so hideous, so distressing." Oh, goodness. This is a lesson in Latin. "Our Latin books in motley row invite us to our task. Gay Horace, stately Cicero, yet there's one verb when once we know no higher skill we ask. This ranks all other lore above. We've learned amare means to love. So hour by hour, from flower to flower, we sip the sweets of life, till all too soon the clouds arise, and flaming cheeks and flashing eyes proclaim the dawn of strife. With half a smile and half a sigh, amare, bitter one, we cry. Last night we owned with looks forlorn. Too well the scholar knows there is no rose without a thorn. But peace is made, we sing this morn, no thorn without a rose. Our Latin lesson is complete. We've learned that love is bittersweet. Some poems to accompany photographs. The Castle Builder. We are building little homes on the sands. We are making little rooms very gay. We are busy with our hearts and hands. We are sorry the time flits away. No sooner does the sun appear. No sooner does the sun appear from out the vapors hazy, than first bright offerings to the year expands the little daisy. Sweet all sweets above is a mother's love, deep as death her love, even for a daisy. This is called Going a Shrimping. Pretty little legs paddling in the waters, knees as smooth as eggs, belonging to my daughters. Breathes there the man with a soul so dead. Breathes there with a man breathes there the man with a soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, I'll build a studio, and every day forevermore I'll photograph my children for, all sitting in a row. Ode addressed to a young lady. How deftly you flatter, yet what can it matter whether former or latter, whether thinner or fatter, whether dumpish as batter, or mad as a hatter, but a truce to this chatter, my verses I scatter like. And then there's a little note that says, here the poem broke down and remains an exquisite fragment, the poet not being handy in similes. And I think this is the last one in this section. This says, who killed Cock Robin? Who caused the Boer rebellion? I, said the people's Willie, with my speeches all so silly, I caused the Boer rebellion. Who sent out reinforcements? I, said Childers blandly, and I did it so very grandly, I sent out reinforcements. Who advised surrender? I, said Quaker Bright, for never I meant to fight, I advised surrender. Who went out to lead them? I, said Roberts of Kabul, and was made an April fool. I went out to lead them. Who tried negotiation? I, said Kimberly sadly, and I did it very badly. I tried negotiation. Who signed the treaty? I, said Evelyn Wood. 'Tis I never thought I could. I signed the treaty. Who spoke up against it? I, said Cairns profoundly, and I gave it to them roundly. I spoke up against it. Who said 'twas honorable? I, said Selborne glib, though I knew it was a fib. I said 'twas honorable. Who cried, shame upon it? We, said Whig and Tory. Who care for England's glory? We cried shame upon it. Who approved it strongly? We, said all the rads and the mean-spirited cads. We approve it strongly. Who will pay the piper? I, says poor John Bull, for whoever plays the fool, I always pay the piper. And that is the last of that section. Oh, that went much faster than I thought it would. But we have this much of the book left to go through. And hopefully, now that summer is here, I will be able to read a little bit more. A lot of this is notes. So all of this is notes here. So we really only have, see, that's an appendix, so we won't do that one. Okay, we have 2 sections left. These 2 sections left right here. And I'm looking over to the side because my computer is there, so the camera is right here in front of me, but the computer's over there, so I'm looking to see what I can show you. So we have this section here, and then this section here. That's what we have left. Wow. Alrighty. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and if there's something that you would like for me to read, let me know. I love doing this for people who struggle with reading, for people who are blind and cannot see the words and may not have access to Braille to read themselves. I enjoy doing it. So I hope that if you have any suggestions, you put them in the comments below. And I'll see you again very soon. Be well, be safe. Be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella.